What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the 50-50 podcast, first episode of the year. We haven't recorded in a while. I wasn't here. I was back in Honduras, but that doesn't matter. We're back. First episode of the year. It's gonna be an amazing year for us. But let's jump straight into it. First thing that we got to talk about, it's fresh right now. Supercopa España. Real Madrid 4, Barca 1. What do you make of that game, bro?
No, man. I think it was deserved by Real Madrid, honestly. Everybody saw it coming. Barca's in crisis right now. They have been in crisis for the past couple of months, years. And not surprised, Vinicius Jr. walked over Barca. It was just him versus Barca
Right.
over Araujo.
Yeah.
And deserved by Real Madrid at a good time in mid-season. And just hope they can keep their form up and possibly get some titles, more titles this season.
First title of the actually no, is it the first or the first title of the season for Real Madrid. I mean, honestly, I saw it coming. I'm gonna be honest, not just because I'm a Real Madrid fan, but I feel like Real Madrid were more prepared. Coming into this game. What was the score versus Atleti? 5-2, right? 5-2 or
5-3.
5-3, yeah. Putting 5 goals versus Atletico de Madrid is something huge, dude.
And then 4 against Barca.
And then 4 against
nine
Barca.
goals in just two games.
Just 2 games, right? That
And,
it says a lot about them.
Yeah.
And obviously in that game versus Atleti, there was some mistakes. There was Kepa. He made that mistake, that own goal with Rudiger. But they were able to turn it around, and they were able to make that comeback. And that's the thing about this team. I mean, everybody knows it. You can't not trust in them because when you least expect it, they're back, in the game, they're ahead. And Real Madrid are just looking super strong right now, dude.
Well, yeah, and then about Barca, man, I don't know how many times we're gonna say this. What is wrong with Barca, man? Honestly,
I don't
know. Is it the players? Is it the manager? What is it for Barca? I don't think it's the man. I don't think it's Xavi, because if you just remove Xavi, who are you gonna put? I think that we've had a lot of injuries,
Right.
but for this game, we had a decent team, a solid team
Right.
to compete versus Real Madrid. But it was just Barca didn't show anything.
Right,
And-
I agree, bro. I feel like at the end of the day, it's a little bit of everything, but it shocks me that Barca's having these problems. When you look at the names that they have, the pieces that they have,
Yeah.
like, dude, you have Gundogan, who's coming from Man City. He just came back from winning the Champions League. He's really coming from arguably the best team, in the past 2 years, right, in the world. Man City, right? You put him in Barca. He's playing with Pedri. You have Lewandowski up top.
You have Joao Felix.
Right, Joao Felix, Koundé. You have
De Jong,
right.
You just have a
all
lot
these
of good
superstars,
names,
bro, and somehow the team, they just can't work together, bro. And honestly, it's hard to wrap my head around that. I don't know if it's bad management by Xavi, or what it is really. I can't tell you that it's one specific thing. In my opinion, it's a little bit of everything. But obviously, I feel like kind of like the morale of the team has dropped a lot because of the injuries. I mean, since the beginning of the season, right? Lewandowski was injured. I think Araujo was also injured.
You have, I feel like, a very important player in this team is Ter Stegen, and we don't have him.
They're saying it.
At the beginning, Iñaki Peña started off very well,
Right.
but I feel like he's been dropping form,
Yeah.
and it's frustrating. It really is frustrating, and I feel like it's only gonna get worse for Barca. Honestly, I think they face Betis next.
Yeah.
You said, and Betis this season haven't been very good, but I feel like they always have that thing in them where they want to compete versus Barca.
But then
This
again,
team-
I feel like Betis always gets thrashed by.
I mean, but the
by
form that Barca
bro.
is in right now,
Exactly.
you just never know,
Yeah.
honestly. And where do they? I don't know where they play, honestly.
I'm not sure if they're home or away, but
But yeah, I mean, if it's in the Benito Villamarín, man,
it's gonna be
tough
a
game for Barca.
Yeah.
And if they lose this game, man, I fear that they.
Do you think that Barca can win? Or can they at least win one trophy this season?
Well, what Copa del Rey? I don't think they can win it.
Right.
Bro, barely winning 3-2 versus Barbastro, bro. Then La Liga, I feel like La Liga is just
Yeah, I don't
forget
know.
about La Liga at this point.
You have
Supercopa.
Girona, Real Madrid, and Atleti in front of you,
Yeah.
and then the Champions League.
Champions League definitely.
Definitely
I
not. bro.
told you, I don't see them making it past this next round. I see them one of the weaker teams, like I told you one
Right.
episode. And I don't know, man. I don't think Barca can win the titles. And then if Barca, I don't think it's time to fire Xavi yet. But if Barca don't win the title this season, then at the end of the season, I feel like it would be right for him to leave.
Right.
And to start like a new project.
Yeah.
And have the players actually come together to create something.
Yeah.
Get the players motivated, because I feel like they have a lack of motivation right
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, like I said, bro, I mean, the injuries have came since the beginning of the season, bro. There was Pedri, he was out for a really long time. Yeah. And then Gavi tore his ACL. He's not going to play till next season.
We miss Gavi, man.
Yeah.
We miss Gavi.
Honestly,
a lot of people, he gets judged a lot, but we're starting to realize what he actually is for the team at such a young age. A very good talent. And yeah, man, Cancelo was out too. Very important piece on the wings. I don't know, man.
Yeah, no. I was really impressed by Joao Felix though. I don't know. Maybe you got mad and you turned the game off. But
I stopped watching like minute 60, honestly.
No, but Joao Felix, he had a really good chance like towards kind of the end of the game. I think it was like minute 70 around there. It was like him in the box, and then he had this one shot that he basically, it was all him. Basically, he rips a shot, but Lunin, which credit to Lunin, bro. Lunin,
stepped it up.
Lunin has never been the starting keeper for Real Madrid. Lunin, I mean, he's basically been on the bench, and people speak about him leaving right now in January, maybe in the summer, which I think he probably will leave.
He should to get more minutes,
right?
Because very good goalkeeper.
Really good goalkeeper, and he showed it yesterday where he blocked that shot. And honestly, if it wasn't for Lunin, maybe the score would have been a little different. Honestly, bro. But yeah, Joao Felix. I mean, I think we spoke about him like earlier in last year, I guess, about how he's finding his style in Barca, and he's an important player for Barca.
Yeah, he is. Another thing I want to mention is Ferran Torres, man.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of chances Ferran Torres gets is insane.
Yeah.
He has a bad game, and Xavi still gives him opportunities.
Right.
When you have other players waiting for one, very good talents in the bench waiting for an opportunity, but you still play Ferran Torres. He does not prove anything, and it how do I say it? It's not good for the team. It's really not good for the team. Because if you see Ferran Torres play, he doesn't do much during the game, and he's consistently getting minutes, and I feel like he does not deserve minutes. Because for a big team like Barcelona, you want the best for the team.
Right.
And I feel like Ferran Torres doesn't show that he's actually something positive for the team, because he misses a lot of chances.
Right.
Key passes that he doesn't give. Ferran Torres, I don't know honestly why Barca got him. Never convinced me.
I mean, I feel like he started out not too bad, like in the beginning of the season, but
what has he done in Barca? If
it's not much,
not much, honestly. Yeah. So I don't know why he keeps on getting chances. Just like in the national team when Luis Enrique was there.
Yeah.
He kept getting chance after chance, and he has never proven anything to me.
Right.
So I don't know why he keeps getting opportunities, honestly.
Yeah. No, yeah, we'll see. But I mean, Real Madrid on the other side, I feel like they did everything well.
Yeah.
Real Madrid, not just because I'm a fan, but I can at this moment, I think there's no discussion to the best team in the world right now. You had Man City right now a couple of months ago they were performing, but obviously they also got hit with injuries. They barely got De Bruyne back. Now they're missing Haaland. They were missing Rodri too.
Yeah.
Good point. And you can tell how that kind of dropped Ederson too.
Just got injured.
They dropped their form a little bit. So with the absence of Man City, I think Real Madrid is easily the best team in the world right now. I don't know, dude. It's just like they have these big names. They have these pieces, right? Bellingham, Rodrigo, which has become more consistent. Because I feel like Rodrigo, he had that bad form a couple of months ago, where he was given the chance again and again, and sometimes he would score, but sometimes he wouldn't. But I feel like now he's learning to be more consistent. And then there's obviously Vinicius, who has been doing really good coming off of the injury. And then I want to also praise Brahim Diaz, dude.
Yeah,
really good player.
Off the bench, always a good. It's always good to have a player to come off the bench and always perform.
Exactly.
And give out good numbers.
Right. So yeah, I feel like this team is doing everything well right now. Obviously, um, and who would have said it too, right? Because right, I mean, obviously you lose what's his name, Courtois in the beginning of the season. You lose Militao,
Wow.
David Alaba not too long ago, and you lost Vini for a couple of games. But it looks like this team
And you
is
have no striker.
no striker,
Joselu.
obviously, right?
But yeah, but Real Madrid has performed at the beginning of the season. I kind of doubted them, but
Right.
they're finding their way, man.
They're
and,
finding their way, right?
It's pretty impressive, honestly.
And something that I want to say, I want to apologize to Ancelotti, dude, because I feel like I've criticized him a lot on this podcast, and ever since we started the podcast, and when I saw the news that he renewed his contract with Madrid, I was a little bit sad, right? Because you and I, we spoke about maybe Xavi Alonso can come, and obviously with him staying at the club, that's not gonna happen, anytime soon. But honestly, I feel like Ancelotti at the end of the day, he's one of those managers that maybe Ancelotti doesn't play the most, I don't know, like attractive football at times. Maybe sometimes it's easy to question Ancelotti, but at the end of the day, he gets the results, dude. Ancelotti at the end of the day, he gets the trophies, bro.
Reminds me of like Cholo Simeone.
Right, yeah.
Criticized a lot by the tactics,
Right,
but he still manages to keep Atletico competing for the league every season,
right.
and the knockout stage of the Champions League.
He still gets the job
He
done.
still gets the job done.
So yeah, I feel
who was Atletico before Cholo?
No one,
Nothing.
no one.
After Cholo, Atletico has been a pretty big club
Exactly.
in Europe.
Right. So yeah, I feel like for Real Madrid fans, that's kind of the dream, having Xavi Alonso come to Real Madrid and coach them. That's huge, man. That's really huge, and I do hope that it happens one day, but it's not gonna happen anytime soon. Maybe I don't know, 3 years down the road.
Madrid has to go through what Barca is going right now in order to change the manager. Because I mean, if you're getting good results with the manager, why change him?
You shouldn't. No.
You shouldn't, because if you get Xavi Alonso, what if things go bad?
Right.
You're gonna just like Chelsea.
Yeah.
Like Chelsea when Tuchel left,
Right.
things started getting worse and worse, and
Exactly.
Look at what they're at now.
Yeah. No, yeah, I mean, we'll see, what happens. We're in the middle of January right now. There's still a lot of, season to play. You have the Champions League, Copa del Rey, and everything else. So we'll see, how these teams do. But let's go ahead and let's talk about the AFC, bro. The Asian Cup. That's going on right now.
So who are your favorites, man? We have like five. I have like five favorites in order to win the cup. It's pretty hard, man.
Yeah, it's hard. There's, like we were saying the other day, this confederation has a lot of really good teams. Obviously, Iran, Japan, Korea. It's hard to point out a favorite, dude.
Well, I put the favorite in everybody's eyes is probably Japan.
Yeah.
But I feel like you also have Iran trying to get that trophy.
Exactly.
Saudi Arabia, kind of. South Korea could be one, but Japan should take it.
Right.
Would you see it being a disappointment if they don't take it?
I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not a disappointment, but I feel like I would expect them to take it, dude. Just like by seeing what they do in the World Cup, what they did in 2018.
I mean, look at their form this past year.
Exactly. And then 2022, yeah.
They've been to smashing teams, honestly.
Exactly.
Getting a lot of goals past some other teams. That's impressive by Japan. Japan doing that, bro.
Yeah, no, I think they should take it, honestly. If not, then, South Korea is always up there, too. Another team that always, is makes himself heard, makes himself well respected at the World Cup.
Who do you think the biggest threat they have is?
Japan's biggest threat?
Yeah, you have Australia there, too.
Yeah, Australia's a good one, too, but I think it's gonna have to be Korea, dude.
Korea, you think so?
Maybe Iran.
I see it being Iran, honestly.
Really?
Because just think about the consistency Iran has.
Yeah.
Every World Cup, making it up to a lot of World Cups.
Right.
Competing in World Cups.
Exactly.
2018, we already spoke about that. 2022.
Yeah.
Not doing so well, but still managed to take a young USA.
Let's talk about the 2018 group that they had, though.
Yeah, they had
Spain, and Morocco in their group. And then they managed to end up third.
Just getting knocked out by 1
By
point.
1 point.
Playing
They had one
win.
Well, they would have been tied in points with who was second?
Portugal.
I think, Portugal
and Spain were tied in points with 5. Iran had 4.
Right. So barely. They literally could have passed on to
if they beat
16.
Portugal, they would have gone on to the next round.
Exactly.
So it speaks very good. I think Iran is the biggest threat for Japan. And
then they beat Wales right now in this World Cup.
They beat Wales this World Cup, yep. And barely losing to USA 1-0.
Yeah, barely lost to USA.
So, yeah.
No, you're right. Yeah, I agree. That's a pretty big threat. No, don't sleep on South Korea either, though, dude. I mean, we've seen what they've done.
What they did this past World Cup.
Exactly.
It's just unlucky that they got Brazil, man.
Right. Yeah.
But beating Portugal,
yeah,
pretty crazy, huge. Historic for them.
Yeah. And then also let's speak about the players that are in that tournament too. Obviously, Japan, they've got Kubo.
Bro.
Yeah. They've got what's the dude
there's a whole bunch
from Brighton, bro.
Mitoma. He didn't play this first. I don't think.
Did he play?
He didn't. I don't think he did. You got Minamino going off, bro.
Yeah,
Minamino going off.
Right.
Maeda, bro.
Yeah. Obviously, Korea has Son.
Yeah. You have a whole bunch of players. Then you have for Iran, bro. I haven't really looked into this Iran team, but they have some interest. The only one I can name on the top of my head right now is Taremi, bro. Byron Van, their goalie, one of the best goalies in Asia.
Right.
This is a whole bunch of key players, and the chemistry they have is good.
Yeah.
Qatar, bro.
I don't know. I don't really see.
They won it in 2019, but after this World Cup, I don't see them doing much.
I feel like I see Qatar more as like a growing team, you know. Maybe right now they're growing, you know, they had the experience in the World Cup, which obviously it didn't go any bit of good for them.
They just don't have the experience in tournaments like that.
Right.
I mean, they won it. They did win it in 2019, but I still need a little bit more.
Yeah.
They do have interesting players though. Hassan Al-Haidos, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Akram Afif, what a good player. The Afro.
Oh yeah, the dude with the
Afro. So good. Ali, bro. Their striker. They have a whole bunch of good players.
Yeah.
Barsham, their goalie.
I mean, they don't. I mean, bro, when they come to the Copa Oro, they don't do so horrible.
They don't do so horrible. Really they made it to those. They beat Mexico.
They beat Mexico, yeah.
Made it to the semifinals.
Right. 2021, yeah. 2021.
Pretty impressive. They also have made it to Copa America as 2019.
Yeah.
Not doing so well, along with Japan.
Right.
But Japan at the time wasn't doing what they're doing right now.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah, no, it's an exciting tournament, bro.
Coming Sun, bro.
Yeah.
Kim and Jay.
Yeah, no, they're gonna go off, man. They're gonna go off. We'll see. You know what happens at the end of this tournament, but I think Japan should take it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say it right now.
This is a tournament where people don't really pay attention, but they should.
They should, yeah.
Because we only see these teams in the World Cup.
Right.
We don't see what they do in their actual confederation.
Right.
And it's interesting to see how they can grow to do something in the World Cup. Because I'm very excited to see Japan in 2026, man.
Right.
They can be a dark horse in the tournament.
Yeah.
And can make it pretty far if they keep on.
Honestly, I don't really even consider Japan like a dark horse. I always consider them like one of the bigger like countries out there, bro. Because I don't know, after seeing what they did in these last 2 World Cups, bro, like they're in my eyes they're like one of the big ones. You feel me? They're not even like the smaller underdog anymore, dude.
Well, I don't know, compared to the other teams like France, England, Brazil, Argentina, they're not at their level yet. But I feel like if they keep doing this, they're gonna be there soon. They can be there soon.
They're gonna be there soon,
and they're not far away.
No,
they're not far away
at all.
Because if you look at their recent scores this season, Japan is just going off on them.
Exactly.
Beating Vietnam right now, they just beat Vietnam, scored 4 on them.
Yeah.
Vietnam had it pretty close at the beginning. At the first half, it was a 3-2.
Right.
Then after, it just kind of fell off. But yeah, Japan. Look out for Japan, and I'm excited to see them in 2026, man.
Yeah. Let's move on, though. Let's move to Africa. We got the AFCON, African Cup of Nations. Also a big tournament. We have a lot of good players there, a lot of good teams.
A lot of good teams, man.
Yeah, I mean, bro, just, you know, think about it. Morocco, we got Ghana, Cameroon, Ivory Coast, which is the host nation.
Yeah. Algeria,
Nigeria, Egypt, Senegal.
A lot of good teams, man. Mali.
Yeah.
Guinea, bro. Equatorial Guinea. So many teams.
Yeah.
Congo. Is Congo there?
Congo's there, yeah.
Congo's there.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I feel like this is one of the most exciting tournaments other than Copa America and the Euros.
Yeah.
Because of the quality you have in this and the amount of competition you have.
Right.
It's not just like the Asian one where it's just Japan and Iran. You want to throw in Australia there. This one you have Morocco, Senegal, all those teams we mentioned.
Right.
And I don't know if I have a favorite, but I have a couple of possible teams that can lift the trophy. And I wouldn't put pressure on any team because there's competition all over the tournament. So
exactly.
Honestly, it's up for grabs. Any team can take this.
Yeah. In my eyes, I feel like Morocco should take it. Dude, Morocco fourth place in, because Croatia, Croatia won that game. Yeah, fourth place in the World Cup, bro.
First team other than teams from.
No, Morocco was the first African team to reach the semifinal of the World Cup.
Insane.
That what they did in this World Cup was insane, dude. Like, honestly, if you didn't fall in love with this team after this World Cup, then something is wrong with you.
I want to know your opinion. What was more impressive? That Costa Rica run in 2014, or this Morocco run in 2022?
I don't know.
Just look at the perspectives.
Right.
Morocco, look at the quality they have in their team.
Yeah.
You have Hakimi, Ziyech, Amrabat, Boufal, bro, Enesiri, Bono, just a whole bunch of great players playing in Europe. And in that 2014 Costa Rica team, you had some studs, man. Yeah. You had Brian Ruiz, Joel Campbell, man, Celso Borges, Ureña, Keylor Navas. Just a whole...
I think that's a good point that you make. Like,
even though Costa Rica made it to the quarterfinals,
right,
and Morocco to the semis, but still a CONCACAF team making it that far into the tournament and just huge, going out by penalties to the Netherlands, man,
barely,
is insane.
Barely going out.
They could have been in the semifinals versus
Argentina.
Argentina,
yeah.
Just think about that. Imagine Costa Rica versus Argentina in a World Cup semifinal.
That is actually crazy. They could have played the third place game.
They could have played the third place. So I want to know if you think that 2014 Costa Rica one was more impressive or the Morocco.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like what Morocco did, was just a little bit more impressive, because just think about the teams that they faced, dude. They knocked out Ronaldo's Portugal.
Costa Rica too, man. Look at the group they were in.
No. What did they have? They had Italy.
They had Italy, Uruguay, England.
And England. That's...
They topped the group.
Yeah, to make it out that group is insane.
Right, so that's what I'm saying.
And then Morocco's group was Morocco, Canada, Croatia. Croatia was in it, right?
It was more accessible for them.
More accessible, you're right. So, and who did the Morocco play in the round of 16?
It was Spain, then they knocked out Portugal.
Spain, Portugal, and then they lost to France in the semifinals.
Knocking out Spain and Portugal?
Yeah.
But look at the moment Spain was in.
Yeah,
I feel like
you're
Spain
right, bro.
is that inconsistent
Spain was
team.
Very mediocre in this World Cup, bro.
And then
very
Portugal too. They had a good game. The next game they were terrible.
Exactly. They beat Switzerland. They beat Switzerland
6-1. And then they lose to Morocco. So it's just, and then meanwhile you see that Costa Rica team.
Right.
Look at the legends they faced.
Right.
You had in Italy, just like in Italy, you had like Buffon, Marchisio, bro, Balotelli. I don't know if you consider him.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then in England, bro, you had a Wayne Rooney.
Right.
In Uruguay, you had a Cavani, a Luis Suarez.
How did they get past that, though?
How?
That's actually insane. For a small CONCACAF team, bro, like Costa Rica. Yeah. That's crazy, bro. Like, you know what? I think, Costa Rica.
You think Costa Rica
more
impressive?
Yeah.
Yeah, because nobody expected that.
Right, and then they beat Greece in the round of 16.
They beat Greece in the round of 16, penalties too.
Right.
And then, this Morocco team.
They've got the stars, though.
They've got the stars. So that's why it goes back to that question of when I asked you who has been more impressive, Girona or Aston Villa?
Uh-huh.
I think Girona.
Yeah.
Because nobody expected them.
Right.
Nobody knew their names.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, in Aston Villa, most of the players. In Costa Rica, nobody knew the players.
That's true.
In Morocco, they do.
That's a good connection, yeah.
So, yeah, man, that Costa Rica one is insane. But back to the AFCON, man.
Back to the AFCON.
Yeah, got a little bit off topic right there.
Yeah.
But it was just something I wanted to mention.
No, that's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point. No, yeah, I feel like Morocco should take it, but I don't want to like underestimate any of the other countries, bro. Because you have Senegal in there too, who just won it in 2021. There's Egypt with Mo Salah. Bro, Mo Salah's doing amazing right now in the Prem.
Yeah.
Who else, bro? I mean, Ghana actually lost their first game to.
Ghana's inconsistent. They have the players, but these friendlies right here, they lost to like Mexico.
Is Iñaki Williams in the squad right now?
He came off the bench right now, but it's not being able to do much. Ghana has always been that team that you'd expect more from them for the quality they have, but they just can never manage to do it. Yeah, you have Ghana, Cameroon, Algeria, bro, with Riyad Mahrez. Algeria, a lot of people have them as a serious candidate. Egypt, like you said, I feel like Senegal can make a finals appearance because we already know what Senegal was made out of.
Right.
With Morocco too.
Yeah.
I feel like if I were to put pressure to two teams, it would be those two.
Right.
You have Ivory Coast,
Cameroon,
which is the host.
Yeah.
Nigeria, man.
Nigeria is very inconsistent.
Yeah.
They drew. I don't remember against who, but
They drew versus I don't remember.
I forgot versus who, but I mean, dude, Nigeria. I mean, they didn't even make it to this World Cup, though.
Yeah.
So I feel like I mean, you want to say like, oh, Nigeria's gonna do good, but really, I don't know, like if there's much to, back that up. But dude, I mean, just look at the players that they have, bro. You have Osimhen up top. Who do you have? You have Chukwueze.
You have
Iwobi. You got some really good names.
Their midfield is not as good if you think about
it. We have who, Ndidi.
It's not as good as we expect it to be.
Right.
For being Nigeria, and I don't think it's enough to compete versus those Moroccan teams.
Well, yeah, I mean, we have Morocco, Senegal. I mean, these teams have been, playing in the World Cup, and I feel like them not being in the World Cup this past World Cup affected them a lot, and I feel like they missed out on getting more experience, or getting more of that. How do I say it? Like, if they would have played in the World Cup, they would have possibly been at their level. But I feel like right now Nigeria's like a level behind all of these other more experienced teams.
They kind of dropped a lot.
Right.
Yeah, they did. But yeah, I mean, it's just there's a couple of teams that can take it, and I think Ivory Coast can make it far.
Yeah.
Being the host.
Yeah.
And looking at the sheet, the players they have. Good players, good starting lineup.
Who's on Ivory Coast? Wilfred Zaha, I think, right? He's from Ivory Coast.
Yeah, but he didn't play. I don't know if they called him up or not. They have Casey, bro.
Yeah.
Just a whole bunch of good players.
Right.
Casey being the captain, their star, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I see Ivory Coast making it pretty far. I don't know if you would consider them a dark horse. They won it back in 2015, I think.
Yeah, 2015.
Yeah, man, I'm excited to see those semifinal games because they're just gonna be tight.
I want to see like you said, I want to see like the smaller countries, like the dark horses, like Congo, or even like Burkina Faso.
Yeah.
There's this one player from Aston Villa that's from Burkina Faso. He's the winger. I think his name is Traore. He's really good. Plays for Aston Villa, so it's gonna be interesting. Obviously, the good form that they're in. If he can bring that over to Burkina Faso, but no, it's exciting, bro. But if you had to point to one winner, who would it be right now?
I want to say Morocco, because everybody expects them to be, and they should probably win.
They should, yeah.
But that Senegal team, man.
Yeah. No, Senegal's got
that would be a beautiful final.
Yeah,
Senegal, Morocco.
Yeah. Back to back for Senegal, maybe.
Yeah, that'd be impressive.
Right.
I don't know. Honestly,
I'm gonna go ahead and say Morocco. Just to be safe, and if Morocco don't take this trophy, then I don't know. Like that's They've got the squad.
I'm gonna say Senegal, just so we have different.
Really?
Yeah, we'll see it. We'll see at the
Senegal
end of the
back to
tournament.
back.
We'll see at the end of the tournament who was right.
Yeah, well, we'll see, man. We'll
Yeah.
see. But yeah, no, yeah, I think that's all that we have, for today's episode. A shorter episode today, but I mean, definitely, we're getting back into it, getting back into the rhythm.
Yeah, Real Madrid is taking the league, man.
Yeah, no, yeah.
After Girona dropping points.
Girona dropped points, right, versus Almeria.
Almeria, man.
Yeah.
Almeria has not won the game.
They really haven't won a game.
Do you think they'll win the game?
No, I think they will. I think they'll. By the end of the season, they should win a game. I don't know versus who, but they should win.
I don't know.
Versus Barca, maybe.
Maybe.
But yeah, bro, I think that's all we have today, bro.